Hi, I'm Josh Larson, pitcher for the Minot State University baseball team. I'm here to show you a few of my favorite pitches today, but first, the basic mechanics of throwing a pitch. First step, you want to straddle the rubber, look at your target, and wait for the signal. Next step, you want to take a small step backwards, put your foot against the rubber, bring your leg up, push it down, go out, and release the ball. So there's two types of fastballs you can throw. There's the two-seam fastball, which is where your fingers contact the seams at 2 points. I'm more comfortable throwing a four-seam fastball, which is where you have the ball here, you hold it like this way with the horseshoe there, and your fingers cross over the seams 4 times. When you're throwing the four-seam fastball, you want to make sure you get your arm straight back, fingers pointed backwards, and then when you're following through, your fingers stay on top of the ball and you release it with your fingertips. So the proper trajectory of a fastball, four-seam fastball, is pretty much straight right to the glove. If you're throwing a two-seam, like some guys like to do, it should tail a little bit to your arm side, just to throw the batter off a bit. That's the proper trajectory of a fastball, straight to the glove. The next pitch that every pitcher should have, I think, is a good changeup. So the way I throw my changeup is a circle change. So you have the little circle here on the side, and your fingers are over the four seams, so you get good spin. When you throw it, you want to choke your wrist back and pronate it off to your throwing hand side, so you get good run on the baseball, and so the hitter can't hit it. The changeup, circle change, when you throw it, it's an off-speed pitch. So when you choke your wrist back and pronate it, it should drop off the table kind of and fall to the right if you're right-handed, or left if you're left-handed. That's the proper trajectory of a changeup. When you pronate it, it falls off to the right. So the next pitch that I have is a curveball. There's different ways that pitchers like to throw their curveball. Some people hold it up high here. Other people like to spin it around and throw it over the other seam. Personally, I throw a knuckle curve. So I have my index finger on one of the two seams and my other finger straight up on the other two seam. And then when I throw it, just like a fastball, you want to bring it straight back. And then on your follow through, you want to make sure you get a good hard pull off that middle finger to make the ball have topspin, and that's what causes the curve. The knuckle curve, it should drop a lot harder than a regular curveball because you got all that extra pull on your middle finger. And when you throw it, it should pretty much just fall right off the table, and the batter should swing right under it, or over it, sorry. And that's a good trajectory of a curveball. Nice right over the top, pull down with your finger, and you get that good drop. So the next pitch I have is a slider. Slider is meant to break off to the left if you're a right-handed pitcher, or off to the right if you're a left-handed pitcher. There's different ways guys throw their sliders too. Some people throw it kind of like a curveball. Others, they bring it over to this seam. That's where I throw mine. So the key to throwing a good slider is you want to throw it just as hard as your fastball, and you want to make sure on your follow through that you get out and you pull with your middle finger that's on the seam, so it gets that good. There'll be a nice circle that the two seam makes, and it'll break off to the left. Slider, when you pull down on your middle finger and get that good dot, the ball will move pretty much at like a 2 to 7 angle on the clock, and the batter should swing over it again. There's a good slider, right over the top, hold down with your middle finger, you get that good dot, and it breaks off to the left. Those are 4 of my favorite pitches. Hopefully that gets you started. I'm Josh Larson, and that's how you bring the heat.